Okay, we are going to be going over our Google Slides from yesterday for those who completed it. Yep, the Invisible Morehouse is back. Woo! So our first one, we have our coordinate plane, and it says that point N is located 5 units to the left. So if we're going to the left, if you notice we're going down, which means we're subtracting. So 5 left, we'd subtract 5, and that would give us a coordinate of 1. And then it says 2 units down from point M. And again, if we're going down, if you notice over here, we are subtracting. We're going down in numbers. So we're going to subtract 2 down from here, which would give us 5. So our coordinates would be 1 and 5. Okay, on our next one, we've got Elise is planting vegetables in a garden. She plants 5/8 of the garden. So that's one of our numbers. And she plants onions in 1/4 of the garden. And we want to know what fraction of the garden is left. So we've got 2 parts that she's planted together, and then we want to know what fraction is left. So this represents our whole garden, and from that we're going to subtract the 5/8 that she planted and the 1/4 of onions that she planted, and that's going to tell us what fraction of our garden. So we start off by doing what's in parentheses first. So we have 5/8 plus 1/4. We need to have our common denominator. 4 goes into 8, so 8 is our lowest common denominator. 5/8 would stay the same. We need to make an equivalent fraction. 4 times what equals 8? 2. So we're doing 1 whole to get the equivalent. 1 times 2 is 2, and it's 8, and 5 plus 2 is 7. But we're not done, because we have to subtract that from the whole garden over here. So that's 1 minus 7/8. We can't take 7/8 from nothing, so we have to borrow from that 1 whole and write the fraction 8/8. So there's our denominator. 8 minus 7 is 1, so our solution is 1/8 of her garden is left. In our next one, we've got 2 2/3 of a gallon of paint. And then it says she uses 1/2 of that total amount to paint, and then she gives 3/4 of the remainder to her brother. So we're starting off with 2 2/3, and we're taking 1/2 of. Of means we're multiplying it. So times 1/2, and we're taking 3/4 of this total. So that again means we're multiplying it 3/4. So order of operations, this is what we're going to do first. 2 2/3 times 1/2. However, we can't multiply a mixed number and a fraction. So we're going to turn this into an improper fraction. So 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8. So we've got 8/3 here, times 1/2. Then we just multiply across. 8 times 1 is 8, and 3 times 2 is 6. But we're not done, because we still have to take this 8/6, which represents this part, and multiply it times 3/4. 8/6 times 3/4, because we're taking 3/4 of this amount that she has left. 8 times 3 is 24, and 6 times 4 is 24, and 24 over 24 is 1. Therefore, she has 1 gallon left. Now we're going to go over to this next part. It says starting with 18,000 plus 5,000 plus 300 plus 6. So we're going to do 18,000 plus 5,000 plus 306. That'd be 6, 0, 3, 8 plus 5 is 13, 23,306. But we're not done. It says increase the thousands by 4. So if we're going to increase, that means we're going to be adding. And if we have 4 thousands, the value of that is 4,000. So 27,306 is our answer. The next one is 500 is 10 times as many as. That means